Hi, good afternoon. Exhale, breathe, family. Hope y'all having a wonderful Saturday. Hope everyone is doing okay. Y'all know I like my music, so we're gonna start off with a song. I don't own the rights to the music, but it's inspirational to me. It blesses me. I like things that's gonna uplift and encourage to push forward. You don't know what I've been through. Let me share my story with you. All the things that he brought me through. My stormy days and my rainy days. You don't know all the tears I've cried. The things I've kept bottled up inside. Trying my best to be strong, waiting on God and holding on. You don't know what I have to endure. And you wonder why I'm so sure. 'Cause my Father never lets me down. He never lets me down, y'all. Always around. That's a blessing to know. Situation did change. Never change. Just wait. I felt like it was the end. You came and you did it again. You did it again. And you did it again. I know you got a story too. How God stepped in and made a way for you. We all got a story that may be able to help somebody else. He's the reason I'm still here. And that is true, and true. Okay? Like, yeah, because of God, I'm still here. Because of his love. Because of his love, because of his grace, his mercy, I'm still here. So let's do a small recap from last week. We talked a lot about my first marriage. Well, the beginning of my first marriage, uh, first child abuse that I started to endure. Things that happened with my mom's husband and me leaving home at an early age. So let's get into it. Okay, so we was on my ex-husband. Like I said, at that time, it became a real volatile situation, and I would be locked in the house, couldn't get out. I would go through a lot. I mean, he would come in and be full of rage and anger, And for whatever reason, I was the recipient of it. And at that time, 16 going on 17, I was a naive girl. I mean, I got in this relationship with this man, ended up pregnant by him, and life as I knew it just got worse. I was thinking that it was going to get better, but it didn't. The only thing got better was financial. That was the only thing got better. And so, like I said, if I tried to leave, his the card that he held was taking my daughter. Um, or he'll keep her knowing that I'm coming back. So it was like, and honestly, people like call the police and this, that, and other, but I tried all that and it didn't work because neither one of us had um, full legal guardianship of her. And so it became this tug of war where it's like, forget it, I might as well stay, because I'm not about to let my baby be with him and I'm not around, Um, Not so much that I felt like he would do anything to her, but I was her mother. And that's how I looked at it. I wasn't leaving her. It didn't, I would suffer, I would go through whatever, but I wasn't leaving her. Um, and she gave me strength. Like that little girl, I don't even think she understands how much she helped me. Um in a lot of ways, you know, kept me fighting. She kept me fighting. She kept me trying to figure it out. She kept me trying. And it it took a long time. I stayed with him a long time, y'all. Yeah, that was a long 3 babies long. Yeah. But um and then the thing about manipulators and abusers, one of the biggest things that I learned was they will what's the word I'm looking for? They will keep you away from the people that love you. They will keep you away. They will create things where you um can't be around or don't want to be around the people that love you the most. They make you feel like those people are the ones that don't care about you and don't love you, and look at how they did this and look at how they did that. And man, I mean, it was a battle. You hear me? Him and my mom, it was a battle. And my mama, woof, that was another one. If my mama would have had her way, he probably wouldn't be on this earth today. But he isolated, that's the word I'm looking for. He isolated me away from my family. I can only be around his people. And for the most part, they was pretty good to me, for the most part. Everybody, one thing I can say about families, including mine, if they like you, they like you. If they don't, they don't. And if you are in-law, just know your place, because at the end of the day, they're gonna look out for their people unless they are real. Like when I say real, I'm talking about like my son cannot abuse a woman and come talking to me about it like it's cool. Oh no, brother. We got a whole problem because I'm going in. You know what I mean? So, they're gonna defend their people. They're gonna look out for their people. They're gonna uphold their people, and a lot of that happened. But at the same time, they tried. They had their moments where they like, hey man, don't do her like that. She don't deserve that. Or blah blah blah. But at the end of the day, when a person is taking care of their family and providing for people and helping folks and doing this and doing that, that's whose side they gonna be on, right or wrong. It doesn't matter. They're gonna be on their side, and so that happened. And only time we got to really be around my people was everything had to be good. Like me and him had to be in a good space. We had to be cool. Like we had to be on good terms. Like good terms. And that was harmful because when we wasn't on good terms and I tried to leave, where do I really get to run to? Because you done isolated me from them. And now they looking at me like, why you coming to me? Why you coming over here? And the only person, honestly, that no matter what I can go to was my grandmother. It didn't matter. But I wouldn't go to her a lot because I didn't want to put that on her, and I know she was about that life. She really was. and and funny enough, that was probably the only person my ex-husband was afraid of. Like he did not want me to call her for anything. He didn't want her to show up. Like he would literally tell me, "Don't call Miss Marie," because that's what he would call her. Don't call Miss Marie. Don't call Miss Marie. And I call anyway, especially when it got to that level where I needed relief. Um, but time went on and, it got bad. And then I got, we moved and, things just, actually our house burned down. The first house I lived in with him burnt up. We wasn't at home, thank the Lord. And it burnt up. So we had to move. And so, that was my first time experiencing something like that as well. So it was just like, dang, like what is going on? And so we moved and things didn't get better. And then time went on, going through this roller coaster of a ride, you know. I graduated. Thank the Lord. I missed everything though. I didn't get to go to nothing, like prom, nothing. But I did graduate, and he was such a show off. Like he was that guy that he had to be seen. And so during my graduation, like I said, he made sure I graduated in style. Like the only person, like I was so pretty. Like he made sure I was decked out. My school colors is green and gold, so I had my gold dress on. Like he made sure I went out, properly. And then I go out, after the graduation, and everybody want to know who this limo for. This is for Shantae. A miss, because it was unnecessary, right? But again, at that time in my life, even though I was going through so much, some things was just, I guess, kind of help it not be so bad, because it was bad. And it was like little moments where it was like relief. And that's the thing that I really want people to understand, especially young people. You in a relationship, girl or boy, it doesn't matter. Abusers and manipulators will use every tactic at their disposal to get you to do what they want you to do and what they need you to do. They don't care. They gonna use it. Like I said, be careful of that. Be mindful of that. Think about it. If a person jump on you today and then tomorrow you come home or they come home and you got all this stuff, that's just to will you back in. That's just to keep you under their spell. Because now it's looking like, oh, it wasn't that bad. And oh, they are sorry when they really not sorry. They really don't be sorry. Because the thing about being sorry, you're not going to continue the same thing. You're not going to keep hurting that person. You're not going to keep doing the same thing that causes them the pain. Or for you to have to keep going by gifts, doing things, special things for. You don't have to go through that. And so that's what my ex-husband would do. He was notorious for that. But then he'll take it back too. Oh, I had so much stuff at one point. So I just told him I don't even want nothing else. Because I got tired of it being taken. You get mad. I bought this. This mine. What? This is my stuff. You gave it to me. No, it's mine. Okay. And after so many times of going through that, it was just like, it wasn't even exciting anymore. Like, I didn't even want it, because it was like, as soon as he get mad, he gonna take it anyway. So it's really not mine. So why get attached to anything? Why, get comfortable with anything? And all the things that he would do to control the narrative, to control me, to keep me under his spell, to keep me doing what he wanted me to do, when he wanted me to do it. And after graduation, that was cool. Shortly after that, my baby was 2 going on 3, and I found out I was pregnant. She was 2, and I found out I was pregnant with my second daughter. They right at 3 years apart. They right at 3 years apart. Got pregnant with her. Wasn't really no different, like I said, no different. He would leave us. He would, then I start having these moments where I'm tired of this. Now I'm acting a fool. I'm pulling up. I'm doing extra stuff that wasn't even, it didn't even matter. It didn't even fix nothing. It didn't help nothing. It didn't please, people, please don't get so caught up trying to defend a situation that you ain't even supposed to be in the first place. Or trying to claim something that wasn't really never yours in the first place. And here I go, I'm thinking, oh, we live together, this is our life, and da-da-da. And he was for everybody. My ex-husband was for everybody. Like, I would have people calling me, picking at me. And I'm like, what is this about? Like, if he's messing with you, enjoy it, please, and leave me alone. Because he probably got away with a lot, but other people didn't. Other people did not. I would, baby. I mean, it was so bad. It was this one chick, though. She was older. Like I said, he was older. So most of the people that he was dealing with was older women too, around his age. And so, that's the other piece to it. When people don't understand why somebody chooses you, when they don't have an insight to why that person chose you. And this one particular lady that he messed with, and he messed with her for years and years, like most of our relationship. Matter of fact, probably all of our relationship, honestly. Um, that's where he would take my kids to. And I didn't know where she lived and stuff. So that's where he would take my daughters when I try to leave or whatever. He would take them over her house. And oh my God. Oh, when I found out, because I used to think he was taking them to his sister, his mama, but then I found out that wasn't what he was doing. And oh, that just drove me insane. And she would do things. She would tell me, she would call me sometime and be like, can you meet me and get your kids? He done brought them over here, but I was so angry with her too. Like, this lady was so disrespectful and mad at me. Like, how you mad at me? Because of his lies. But I think it was more of my age, and she couldn't understand why he was doing all that when it came to me. And I remember one day I was at a gas station and they was together, right? And I'm at the gas station and he passed by me and I ain't think nothing of it. I'm like, maybe going to his mom and them house or something. But it was her driving his car. So she came back through so that I can see. And I lost it. I chased him. Dangerous. Oh, let me tell y'all, I did some stupid things. I did some foolish things. And I really want young people, old people too, because there's some old fools out here. But young folks, please don't put yourself in harm's way or in situations where you can be harmed, because you never know. Like, literally, I chased them down. They was gone, and I was on them with my kids in the car. Oh, it was stupid. It was a stupid situation. It was stupid. It was stupid. It was stupid. And finally, they lost me, but I knew where they was going to be at. So I laid and waited. I waited till they pulled up, got out the car, went into the house, all the things. And then I pulled up. And when I pulled up like I was Bunny. Bunny. Like Bunny and Clyde, I was a bunny. Stupid though. Stupid. I wouldn't do it no more. Let me tell y'all something. The journey, the things that I've endured, the things that I have done, the things that I have faced, is only by God's grace. So I pull up with my piece out and I'm ready to put them on their back. Again, I got my children with me. You never, ever do foolishness with your children, because it could have went very bad. And because he loved them, we didn't end up in a shootout. No one got hurt. I had to will myself back in. I had to stop myself and think, you got your kids with you. What are you doing? And I went on and left. Oh. But I turned around and had another baby for him. And this time I had 2 babies in 1 year. I call them Chinese twins. That's what I call them. I don't know if it's a thing or not, but that's what I call them. One was born in January of 2001. The other one born in December of 2001. Less than a year apart. They actually 18 months apart. How did I do that? Yeah, that. Like I said, he was very crafty. He was it. He was that guy. He knew how to woo you. He was one of those wooers. And we lived together, and we was actually together. He was just a big time cheater. And got pregnant with my son. And like I said, the funny part, after having him, when I used to still try to leave, he would never take my son. Never. My son can go with me, but he would take my daughters. He knew that and I think now that I'm thinking about it, I think that was that playing off of my trauma. What my dad did. Now thinking about it, I think that's what that was about. Because he knew, oh no, I ain't trust nobody with my girls. I don't care who you were. I trust you only so far with them. Daddy, cousin, uncle, brother, I kept a close eye. Once my daughters start walking, no man can pick them up. Do not tote them. What you're picking them up for, they can walk. See, we have to pay attention, because those are the things for the little kids that end up molested and raped by their uncles and brothers and cousins and daddies and granddad. That stuff you have to pay attention to, because while they're picking them up, why? What's the point if they can walk? Why sit up and hold them? I didn't see the need for it. And me and him used to get into it a lot, because I was like, tell your brother put my baby down. Like, tell your nephew put my baby down. Like, and it wasn't, I really didn't mean any harm, honestly. I just was so overly protective. And I didn't want to put my daughters in a situation to be harmed and not know, because they were young. And so we used to get into it behind that. And he ended up getting sick on me. Okay, let me rewind a little bit. We ended up getting married after I had my son. Right before before he turned 1, we got married in 2002. And we got married. Now, let me say something about marriage. Please don't get married for no kids. Please don't get married to show people nothing for nobody else. None of that. Please don't. When I say don't get married for no children, I mean that, because I stayed in that relationship so much longer than I needed to, because of my kids' sake. Wanting them to be in a 2-parent household. Wanting them to have their mommy and daddy. Because I didn't have that. None of me and my siblings. Well, I guess the last 3 of my siblings had it for a little bit. But we didn't really have that. So I wanted that for my children, right? And I would advise against it. Please don't. Don't stay in no relationship for no kids, because guess what? Those kids gonna get grown and gone, and they gonna do their own thing, and you ain't gonna be able to tell them nothing while you stuck with a damn fool. Yeah, I said it. Don't do it. But I did, and we got married, and it was a nice service and all that ceremony and all that good old stuff. But that's all. It was for show. I thought for me it was for love, but for him it was for show. And you just find out so many things about people doing situations. You know what I mean? And so he ended up getting sick, and it took us a minute to find out what was wrong, because we was taking him to the hospitals and they wasn't finding nothing. They kept telling us, "Ooh, he have the flu. Ooh, he have pneumonia. Ooh, he got the flu. Ooh," and it wasn't nothing. It was so much worse. But he ended up with heart failure, and I will resume next Saturday to dive deeper into that. Look, we're healing. And sometimes in order to heal, you have to reveal. And in revealing, it's uncomfortable. It's scary. It's it's overwhelming, but it's necessary. This journey I'm on is so necessary for latter my my latter years. It's so necessary. I want better. I want to attract better. I want to receive better. I want to be better all around person, you know? And in healing, that's what comes from it. When you're healed, you become a better person. And I'm not a bad person at all. Not I don't believe. I believe I'm a really good individual. But I have made some choices and some decisions and some mistakes in my life that could have been avoided or redone differently if I was in a different space. And, you know, I wonder why I went through, had to go through all the things that I went through. And I believe that it was for a bigger purpose, because I've been through a quite deal, and we're gonna talk about it all. I'm gonna reveal. I'm gonna reveal, so that not only I can heal, but some other people can heal also, that don't have a voice, that don't know, that other, don't feel like no one else understands. I understand. I understand so much. And I want to be able to help somebody, even if it's just one somebody, have hope, have courage to keep pushing, because it will get better. It will get better. It's hard. Trust me, right now, it's hard, but it'll get better. It will. Just don't give up. Don't give in. Don't quit. Keep pushing, and you will be okay. I promise. Just keep pushing. Okay, exhale, breathe, family. Please like, share, subscribe, invite people to look at the video, to join the next live, because we gotta heal. We gotta heal, people. We gotta heal. It's important. If we want to be better, we want to do things different, we're going to have to heal in order to do that. So we don't mess up the blessings that God got for us. I want my blessings. I want to receive them. I want to know them. I want to know it when it comes. I don't want to ruin them when they come. But I got to face the demons. I got to face the pain. I got to face the trauma. I got to face it. Somebody else needs to face it. So share this. Subscribe to this. Like this. Comment. Leave your comments. I will respond if it's a question or something you need to know or something you want to help with. I will give it to you. Whatever, I'm here to help you heal. Me and God is rocking together, and we're going to do this thing. We're healing. Exhale, breathe, family. We're healing. I love you guys. Continue to like, share, and subscribe, and invite others to join. Leave your comments, and I'll see you on next Saturday. Hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Saturday and a blessed Sunday. Love you guys. Bye for now.